Hey everybody, hope you're all doing well. This is just going to be a project that we're going to do very simply today that's not too difficult and you don't need a lot of supplies for this. This one's just a colorful hand. We're going to keep things really simple for these times when you guys are gone. So we're just going to be drawing a hand and then we're going to be using a coloring supply of your choice and we're going to be separating everything into hot and cold colors, meaning that you're going to want your hot colors, reds, oranges, yellows, and your cold colors are greens, blues, and purples. So here's all the things that you're going to need. One sheet of paper, and please place it the tall way. You're going to need a pencil, eraser. A ruler is very, very helpful for this project, or a ruler or a straight edge, something that can let you draw a straight line. And then you need some sort of coloring supply. I've got some markers, I've got colored pencils, you can use crayons. Any coloring supply will do. If you want to mix and match as well, you can. All right, so we're just going to get into this right away. It's a colorful hand, so we obviously have to trace our hand. So when you trace your hand, my hand is probably quite a bit larger than yours. So things to remember is that you want to put your hand not towards the bottom of the paper, not in the middle. Kind of find the middle and then go up just a little bit more. Notice that my finger is close to the top, and that's fine. You want to spread your fingers apart. All right, make sure that they're nice and split apart. And you notice that I also have my wrist and part of my arm here. So the first thing you're going to want to do is put your hand down like this and simply trace your hand. If you want your hand to be traced as best as you can, try to hold the pencil straight up and down. That way it rolls right against your fingers without any problems. All the way around, pinky side of my hand, and there's my wrist to the other side. All right, so now I have my hand drawn. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ruler to draw some straight lines on the outside of my hands. I'm not going to draw actually through my hand yet. So in order to do this, I draw my ruler line straight up and down is easier for me. So I'm going to rotate my picture so I do this. Okay, so now using the ruler, I want to draw probably about 8 or 9 lines, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very simple, but remember, do not draw through your hand or arm or fingers at all. So I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to put the ruler up just a little bit. So I'm going to draw from the edge of the paper to my wrist and stop, then continue the line on the other side. Very simple. Now slide the ruler up a bit more and do the same thing. And keep going all the way to the end. All right, I'm going to show you when we start getting around the fingers and thumb about what to do with that. And then it continues out behind my thumb. All right, move it up a little bit more. There we go. So continue to draw lines very simply like that. Okay, all right, now I have my fingers, and I'm going to want to draw these lines in between the fingers. So I'm going to draw to my pinky, stop. Then in between the next finger, stop. In between the next finger, and then finally towards the edge of my page. So notice I have not drawn through my hand yet. That's very important. Do not draw through your hand. Do not. All right, so again, same thing. Oh, draw there. Hop the pencil over. Make sure you're not drawing through your fingers. There we go. And then the last one I'm going to put right here, and it's stop and draw. There we go. It's the only part that you need the ruler for. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lines. That's good. 8 or 9 is very good for this project. You don't need to put too many in there. All right. Now what I want to do is the lines I drew right across here, instead of drawing through my hand, I'm going to connect this line to this line using a rainbow curve going up. But I don't want to go too crazy and go too high. I just want to do something very simple and slight like that. Now notice it's slightly curved up. I want all of them to be like that. So now I'm going to go up to the next line, connect here to this one, slightly curved up. Here to this one, same thing. Now notice I had to really stretch that line across. I didn't go up any higher. I went the same height. I just brought it out further to reach there. All right, now this one's going to be challenging because I'm going to have to go through this part of my hand, my thumb. So if you watch, if you do this on yours, then I'm going to stop and imagine that it continues on over to the other side like so. I did not draw in the background. This is the background around your hand. All right, next line, connect those two. Now this one's a little bit different as well. Here's the line. It does not go through the fingers, but if I make the curve, it will. So I'm going to go up and continue to draw. So it's like a curve, except I just did not draw in between those two right there, because that's the background right there. So I go up to the next one. There's a bump to that line. This one to this one. This one to this one. And finish off right there. This one has no more. This one has one. There we go. And finish out. And then finally, right on the tip of that finger right there, and I'm done. So it actually looks like my hand is kind of popping out at you. All right, now this is where you're going to want to get your coloring supplies out. All right? So you're going to want to figure out what you're using, and then split them into two families of colors, please. You're going to want to get some cold colors, which are your blues, purples, and greens. Whatever that you have there. Just grab a handful, about 6 or 7 colors if you've got them. If you only have blue, green, and purple as your colors, use those but repeat them. Blue, green, purple, blue, green, purple. You can use them what you want. I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of colors, so I can have a good selection of what I want. So I'm going to grab some of those. Now if I use colored pencil, now I need the opposite. There's cold, I need hot colors. So instead, I'm going to grab my reds, oranges, and yellows for this. All right, so I'm going to grab whatever I can find. I got a couple yellows, oranges. There we go. Do I have any more in there? This should be good. I could use pink, because pink is actually a hot color as well. So I just grabbed those, put them over to the side. Okay. Now coloring. You can color this whole thing in solid color, but there's a catch. Your hand can only be colored in using either only hot colors or only cold colors. You have to decide on what goes in your hand. You can't put greens and blues inside of the hand and also reds and oranges. Those two families are split. So let's say, for example, in the hand, I want to use hot colors. So you just start coloring inside of the hand and wrist only. Okay? So you can color in, and I'm going to do this quite quickly. My coloring is not going to be very good. And with colored pencils, you can press down quite hard so you can get a nice vibrant color, or if you want to press down lightly, that's okay too. All right, so I use my red. Notice I did not color out there, because if I'm going to do my whole hand with hot colors, whole hand, guess what goes around the outside? Your cold colors. All right, so since I've committed to doing hot colors on the inside of my hand, I am going to continue using only oranges, yellows, and reds. So I would continue. And again, my coloring is not very good. I'm just going to do it quick to show you. I want you guys to color in much better. I'm kind of just scribble coloring in. All right, that's it. All right, and then I would continue to go up my fingers and up my hand and everything else. All right, continue to do this all the way. And if I have enough colors, I might only use each one once. If I don't have enough colors, I would want to repeat them as well. So let's say I'd keep coloring that. And the next one I can go with light orange, and then here I can do plain yellow, and then here I can do red again, and then here I can, these sections right here, I can do pink. These ones right here, a different hot color until the whole hand is filled up. Then, if I were to do that with my hot colors, I don't need those anymore once you fill up the whole hand with color. Now I need to worry about the background, everything that's not my hand. So now you get out your cold colors, and you can start with those. So this section right here is already red, but that actually is attached to this bottom part. So let's say I'd want to use purple. And again, do not color like me. This is very sloppy coloring. I'm just doing it fast to show you what to do. Okay, so this would be purple. But don't forget, I got this little slice over there. Okay, little piece over there. Purple would be done. Then the next one up, I'm going to choose a different cold color. So let's say I go green. All right, finish out with green. All right, and then I got a little piece over there. Don't forget about that. All right, again, if you want good coloring, try to color in one direction, left or right, up or down, side to side, whatever that is comfortable for you. That way it looks consistent. Then I would take the next color, maybe this sky blue. This would be sky blue. This would be sky blue. Then I do light green. This would be light green. This would be light green. Then teal. That can go here and that can go there. But then when you start getting up around your fingers, you want to really make sure that you're watching out what you're doing. And here, inside my fingers would be hot colors. So let me just fill that in really fast with, I'll take this red orange. This part of this finger would be red orange. Then this connects right there. That would be red orange. So would this and so would this. But the background itself, there we go. I'm using turquoise. That's in between there. That's still in this area right through here, in between the fingers, and then the other side. So I choose to do all hot colors in my hand, all cold colors around the outside. So make sure that you keep them in those teams, those sides. Okay? Now you can color it fully solid if you want to, or you can do what I did, and that's using the techniques that we have learned in the past, or things that you might know. And here's one of my other finished ones. Fancy, fancy. I used value, light to dark, light to dark, light to dark. I did that in the hand, and in the background, I actually just left it solid color. But here in the hand, I did only cold colors, and then around the outside, only hot colors. Separate them. Since I did turquoise and green right there, I want to make sure not to use reds and oranges in my hand. Nope, red and orange is not a cold color. This is, so I'd want to use cold colors there. And then I used my hot colors around the outside. Now my hot colors, there's no value change there, but some of you might want to try it, it's fine. But if you showed me that you're getting your values, it's good practice and a good technique to be able to show off if you got the talents to do that. All right, so this is the project for the week. Just get this done when you can. Add response to Seesaw. I'd love to see what you guys get. Take your time coloring. Make it look really, really, really nice. Remember, we want to try to stay away from just scribble coloring like I did here. We're better than that. Solid, nice coloring as much as you possibly can. Show me what your coloring skills look like. And again, I use colored pencils. You can use crayons. If you use markers, remember, you cannot show value with markers. It's just going to be a bright, bold, solid color. But you use what you have available at your home. So I'm okay if you use markers as well. So choose a coloring supply, trace your hand, get a ruler to draw your straight lines, and then also your marks across your fingers right there, the little rainbow style lines, and then go ahead and you may color it in. All right, so that's the project for the week. Just get it to me when you can, and I will see you guys soon, and just do your best.